Hey guys, welcome to my final presentation. Today I will be discussing the topic of prenatal testing and gene therapy. I will focus on the risk and the psychological impact it has on the parents. Imagine you and your partner are finally expecting a child after trying for some time now. You call your mom to tell her the good news, and she asks you if you're going to go through gene therapy and/or do any prenatal testing. This question takes you by surprise as you realize that you don't know anything about either of these topics. So what is prenatal testing? Prenatal testing refers to a test conducted with the intent to discover any health concerns that a fetus might have. There are two types of testing, invasive and non-invasive. Their names are pretty straightforward. Invasive testing involves entering the womb, while non-invasive testing does not. Invasive testing has been the traditional method. However, with technological advances, non-invasive testing is becoming more common. Both types of tests can screen for an array of genetic disorders. Those listed on the screen are the ones that are most common. Invasive testing involves inserting a needle into the womb to extract either amniotic fluid or part of the placenta. More advanced testing might involve an ultrasound for guidance. Once a sample is collected, the fetus's genome is analyzed to detect if there are any genetic disorders. Non-invasive testing is conducted by taking a blood sample from the mother. There's enough of the fetal's genome in the mother's plasma to screen for a range of genetic disorders. However, the downside of NIPT is that NIPT can only give the probability of the fetus having a genetic disorder, not a definite diagnostic. Since IPT is not definite, parents who receive a high probability of having a baby with a genetic disorder often go on to have an invasive test to get more definite results. So you've gone through genetic screening and been told your baby has a genetic disorder. What's the next step? The severity of the disorder controls the options the parents have. If the disorder is not very severe, the best option is for the parents to educate themselves and continue the pregnancy like normal. However, in more severe disorders, the more common option is gene therapy or termination. From a medical standpoint, gene therapy is by far the most complex choice. There are a lot of factors that go into successfully executing gene therapy. Gene therapy can seem like a puzzle when trying to find the right treatment. Determining the correct vector is what makes gene therapy so puzzling, especially since choosing the correct vector is the most critical part. Even though the vectors seem so similar, when working with genes, the smallest mistakes can have the most detrimental outcomes.